Stan?
Ben! How you going?
Good, mate.
Good to see you again.
Oh, it's great to see you.
Oh, mate, this is one of the legends of the fitness profession. This is Ben.
I don't know about that.
Yes. So, Ben, your story. How about we start where you are now? So currently, tell us what you're doing, who you're training and how many people you're training and how many sessions a week.
Mate, yeah, good question. I'm in the north side of Brisbane, so in Virginia there, and we've got a little gym set up, like a studio, PT studio, and currently training. I've got about 35 clients. In and out of activity there, probably about 25 to 30 always active. And running between 55, anywhere up to 70 sessions a week.
70 sessions a week?
Yeah, this week was 70.
70? Oh, that's a good productive week.
Yeah, it was a big week, mate.
And how much your average charge for doing?
Average charge is around $40 for half an hour.
Half hour?
Yeah, $40 for half an hour. And
60
for 45 and then 80 for an hour. So I used to actually charge more when I started out at a commercial gym. But, we've changed areas now, and I find that $40 is a really good price for a session.
No resistance to it.
There's no resistance to it at all, mate, and I feel more comfortable charging that. I'm fully comfortable with my sessions and my ability, but yeah, I've just really picked up the last year. Has been great.
So you look at those numbers. How much are you earning in a week on average?
Oh, at least 2,000.
2K a week?
2,000 is a minimum, and anywhere up to
so you're earning
3,000.
Up to 3,000. So you're earning well over 100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Doing what you love.
Doing what I love, mate. Yes, doing what I love. That's it. I'll tell you what came in when my past career as a carpenter, I was living for a paycheck. So I was living for a paycheck of, $1,500 to maybe $1,700 a week, and probably 50 hours of work that there was a little bit of pride in it, but mainly I was counting down the hours till lunch break or going to the gym or potentially studying at night time my fitness course. And then I decided to throw it in one day, had enough, and
so tell us about that day.
It'd been coming for a while. It had been coming for a while.
How long were you a carpenter for?
I did my apprenticeship in 3 years, and I worked for another 18 months as a carpenter.
And how much did you enjoy those last phases of carpentry?
Oh, mate, that's probably the closest I've been to clinically depressed, I think. No, I've never been that depressed, but it was pretty bad, mate. I was always doing quality work, but I was so slow at work. It was just a negative environment for me. I was 22 years old, and I thought life's going to be better than this. The people I was dealing with were, from all walks of life. So you're dealing with people who've probably been in trouble with the law a fair bit, and then some interesting characters, and people who are constantly negative, so very negative people, and probably have a giggle at you for, reading my anatomy book while I was having lunchtime, trying to study, or eating healthily. I was the odd one out. I never really took much to it, but I didn't need to be around it anymore. And I was hanging trusses one day, and the nails in my mouth and the belt on, and hammering it in. I said, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this stuff. I'm going. I'm going to go to the gym and ask for a job, because I'd already done my Cert 3 fitness, and lucky enough I went to the...
So you obviously had a passion for fitness.
I had a passion for fitness and training, and I knew that one day I was going to do it. But I didn't want to give up on my apprenticeship either. So, and now, mate, it's helped me build the gym. All the skills have helped me.
Good skills, so you can actually build.
The skill set has helped me.
Do the handiwork in your own gym.
It definitely wasn't a career for me. And the sacrifice was obviously a lot of money at first. But I was never happier.
You said you went from so much to so much, but you're not happy. Tell us about that.
Yeah, mate. I went from probably $1,500 to $1,700 a week as a carpenter to $400 a week, and working 20 hours at a Fitness First up at Lutwich there, which is a great gym, and I was jumping out of bed. I was a lot happier, a lot more positive. it's like I had a new lease on life,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah, I had a new lease on life, and I really ran with it and continued my study through you guys, which was great, which was another breath of fresh air, just being around like-minded people.
Yeah.
And the professionalism was outstanding as well. I certainly learnt a lot.
Yeah.
I learnt more than just fitness and anatomy with you guys. So the business side of things was great, but the little bits and pieces which I think are very unique to Max that other organisations might not have. Yeah. So really took that and ran with it, and that was in 2011.
So what was the initial thing that attracted you to Max when you first came in contact with him?
Mate, I searched it up in Google, Cert for Fitness, and I was pretty desperate. I think that's sort of a desperate person, mate, putting it into Google. And a picture of Benny came up, actually, and that was great to see Benny, and happy guy, thumbs up, and I was like, this looks cool. And had a look at the website, and it all looked pretty good, and gave, I think it was Greg a ring, and he said, oh yeah, mate, he's full of enthusiasm, which is great. And I went into little meeting there, and the place was great. It was I walked in, felt like I was part of the family immediately. I remember at the time I was working on site, and I was incredibly sunburnt, and I was like peeling from the face, and I felt I was walked in, it would have been this type of posture, and Benny's come up to me, he goes, hey mate, how you going? And it was that enthusiasm. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's like, oh mate, you got nothing to worry about. And I was like, okay, this guy's cool. A lot better than the supervisors on their work site. And from there, I really loved every time. Tuesday, Thursday nights, and Sundays. And usually Sundays when I was working was my relax day or time to chill out and have a couple of beers. But I genuinely look forward to going to Max on a Sunday and being there all day and learning. And it was a very inspiring place, and got through my time with you guys. Spot on, and walked into a job at Fitness First. Okay,
so tell us about your journey because you've been through quite a few facilities.
I have been through a few, mate. Yeah, trying to find the right spot. But every experience is built on my qualities as a trainer, I feel, as well. So starting at Fitness First in a commercial gym was interesting.
Yeah.
With at least 30 other trainers.
Yep.
So it was a little bit overwhelming being a younger trainer in there. I think I was probably the youngest.
How old were you then?
23.
Yep.
I was 23, mate. Yeah, I was 23 years old. So, and I had the passion, and I look back now and I smile at the things I used to do sometimes. Very enthusiastic, and I got a good business running there, but it wasn't what I wanted.
So you got up to how many clients?
I had about 35 sessions a week.
Okay.
Yeah, 35 sessions a week.
Nothing to sneeze at, is it?
Nothing to sneeze at, mate.
But you just didn't feel right there?
I didn't feel right. I liked what I was doing. My clients were great. But I didn't feel personal enough in a commercial gym.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went and got a little job doing about 15 sessions a week.
Where's that?
Just in the city here at a little corporate sort of studio.
Yep.
And I really liked the feel of it. It was great. But obviously contracted to Fitness First as well. So kind of tied in there. And I had an injury. I had a big injury in the new year after that. And I ruptured my pec major. So I kind of put a hold on, not a hold on things, but...
Well, from benching that 400 kilo?
400 kilos for sure.
Yeah.
It
dumbbell?
Was, dumbbell, one arm, mate. One arm, but yeah, it was...
on a fit ball?
On a fit ball.
Sitting on a vibration plate?
Yeah, there's a Bose on my feet as well. Yeah, something ridiculous like that you see every now and then. So I tried to shift my focus into a bit more group training. I always thought, geez, it'd be awesome to work a morning and a night time in a big group atmosphere, have a few personal training sessions in a day, and then have a bit more time to myself. Yeah. And that was what I set as a goal, and by the end of the year I had that. We had a group of about 60 to 70 people, a mixed group. We had some great people in that group who've gone on to be personal trainers actually. Yeah. And they've chased their dream really out of that too. And then we did that for a couple of years, and then I wanted to get back into the one-on-one side of things more. So I went to Snap at New Farm, which was a great gym. I built, geez mate, I think I built a business there within 4 weeks.
Wow. It's amazing when you know what to do, how easy it is to build what
Mate,
you want.
oh, it is amazing. And the funniest thing was all the tools and everything I had when I first started training, first started the clients, everything I used to give and do, which was a lot of effort. When I went back to Snap, it seemed like such little effort. And I really probably didn't even need to do it to get clients by then. It was just, I had a few old ones that would come back with me straight away, and the area of New Farm was great as well.
So what are some of the most significant things you learned in your Max program that were really, really beneficial when you're in the field building a business and clientele?
Reiterating things that I might have done already. So it would be the service of a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would never be one to be on my phone while I was training someone. But how often do you see that?
A lot.
That's another thing. in
While
commercial
eating a
gyms.
muffin.
Yeah,
That's
while
another-
eating a muffin or going off to the toilet or whatever it is. Never want to do that.
And we
but it
joke
was-
about that, but you actually said that.
Oh mate, you see it a lot.
A lot.
It happens a lot, yes. It was more of you guys just confirming well, I probably picked up a lot of extra things as well. It was more of what the personal training service is about. They're your sole attention, obviously, but they're coming to you for that half an hour, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, maybe 5 times a week, as they get away from a job that they might not like. Being in a relationship that is quite toxic. Doing something else they're not really passionate about, and coming to you is their escape.
Wow.
Yeah, so and you guys reiterated that with me as well. So when I took that and ran with it, and all the other little things of the qualities of a successful personal trainer is it might look glamorous from the outside, but there is a lot of hard work that's involved.
So true.
And it won't be, I just do 4 sessions this day and a couple here and then I'll make this much money. And say, no, it doesn't work like that. You've got to be the face, you're the CEO, CFO, as everything as you say of your business. So you've got to practice what you preach as well. So I've always loved my training and probably taken my training to some extremes at some stages.
Yeah.
But that's always been educational for me as well. It's...
Great wise words.
Yeah, I don't know.
Great wise words.
There's lots to talk about.
And where do you get most of your clients from, as an experienced trainer?
Mate, that's a great question. The last year I tried a bit of marketing, Facebook marketing.
You tried a bit of marketing.
I tried a bit
But you never had a chance getting clients before that.
I had a really strong client base last year. I was running a decent amount of sessions at the new facility that we've set up, and it was good. It was steady, but it wasn't where I wanted it to be. So I said, I'm going to try this marketing thing, and I wasn't all for it, to be honest. It didn't work one bit. Probably because I didn't know what I was doing with social media, to be honest, mate. But I found that when I started to put a bit more passion back into my sessions, deliver a better service, which was probably here, but it should have been here. Yeah, cool. And
but that's a great question. A lot of people, they said, I should be doing this, but I'm only doing that. So what is it that stops them from doing that, from a personal experience point of view?
From me, why did I stop doing that? Probably I got a bit stale in myself in what I was doing. I noticed my training was probably very stale. I was probably dipped off training. I was just doing a couple of sessions a week myself, and not really. I was looking after myself to an extent, but not up to the standard that I wanted. So my confidence in myself was probably down a little bit as well. And I said, "Come on, mate, snap out of it. You're better than this. Remember why you got into the industry."
Wow, great question.
Yeah, and remember why you did it, and what are you doing? And now I look back at myself and going, "Oh, it was just in a bit of a rut there."
So you need to work a bit more on yourself.
You need to work on yourself, mate. If you exude confidence and the passion in what you do, you can be successful at being a stamp collector. You can be the best stamp collector there is.
You become the light to lots, or you attract it.
Exactly right. So I was stable, but ever since I started looking after myself more and doing more for myself, my business has flourished with no marketing.
Yeah,
no marketing.
because you
whatsoever.
flourished.
I flourished, I guess you could say that, mate. Yeah. So, the referrals come in. I get a referral, at least one referral a week. Yeah. I've got to a stage now where I have to almost put people on a waiting list. So it's a time to look for someone to bring on underneath me. Although I really love training people, so I hate to do that. So I'm squeezing them all in.
Because you want to train them.
Yeah, because I'm squeezing them in at the moment. I see potential in everyone, so
they won't get the Ben experience.
They do, mate. They do. But mate, I've got some great clients, so I'm really lucky. I generally, it might sound a bit cheesy or cliche, but I really do love getting out of bed at 3:30 in the morning. There's no hassle. My alarm goes straight off. I'm up and out the door and training clients from 4:15. And my last session's at 7:30 till 8 o'clock, 8:15 at night.
And at any stage during the day, do you start looking at the clock?
Never.
No.
Never. I go,
Were you doing that when you were a carpenter?
Oh, mate. I would feel the minutes tick by. I feel the seconds tick by. It is amazing you say that, though, because I'll have 5 or 6 sessions in a row in the morning, and it'll be great, and I'll be on a buzz, and I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. Most people are going to work then, and I've earned my money for the day, but I keep going. Yeah. But it really is funny how you say you look at the clock, and I do. How many hours is that? I don't know. It's 15, 16 hours in the gym. But end of the week, don't get me wrong, you're tired. But you're not saying, I've done 15 hours today. It's
But overtime. You expect me to do overtime.
So if there's a message I could give, it would be to, if you are in that job, career, whatever you're doing, and you are passionate about fitness and genuinely helping people and listening to people, then make a change and do it, and realise that you've got to put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's not going to take 1 year or 2 years. It's going to take multiple years to build something that you can look at and be really proud of. And that is 7 days a week, really. If you are looking after yourself and practicing what you're preaching, it is a full-time job in that respect. But then again, it doesn't feel like it because you're doing what you love.
So it's easy. It's not hard.
It's not hard. No, it's not hard. I look back at what I was doing 40 hours a week, and gee, that was hard. So all learning experiences though, mate, and all the little places I've worked have been great. I haven't not enjoyed any of them, but...
So how'd you go from you at Snap and then you went into this business now?
Yeah, the business that we've got now. So just running a studio on the north side there.
What's the name of the studio?
Body Boss Studio.
Body Boss, make sure we get that plug in there. Body Boss, and how do they contact Body Boss if you want to train at Body Boss?
Body Boss Studio.
Just look at the website?
We do have a website, bodybossstudio.com, and you'll see my ugly mug on there, mate. And we've got a great facility there. It is a big studio. It's almost like a little gym. And
so you have a membership base and personal training.
Membership base and personal training. Great members, great clients in there as well, and we do group challenges and everything.
So did you ever imagine while you were working on the job in carpenter, smashing nails and there, that you'd have your own gym with members, personally training people, doing what you love?
Look, it was always a nice thought to have, and you do think I was pretty passionate when I was nailing skirting boards down and thinking life's got to be better than this. I was like, I'm going to do that one day. It's going to happen, and I'm in the position now where I can say that I am that person.
So what do you love most about personal training?
My clients.
The clients.
My clients. My clients are great. They come from all walks of life. I train them all differently. Everyone's different, and geez, they're fun to get along with. I play golf with them. I socialise with them. I've got some clients that have become my best friends, or very close friends, I should say, very close friends. And I find that you meet very genuine people throughout it as well. Like everything, you do meet interesting characters as well, so that is great. But my clients are really great, and I can honestly say now I'm at a stage where every one of my clients, I really love our sessions together. We've got a great bond, and some of them I've had since I first started, and some of them I've had as little as a few weeks.
And what are some of the standout achievements that you would come to mind when you look at some of the things that you've achieved together?
Achieved together.
Or they've achieved.
Yeah, they've achieved. Oh, mate, I've had girls in groups that have lost 60 to 70 kilos.
Wow, that's a person.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight, and one of the girls lost that much weight. I've had multiple people lose a minimum of 10 kilos plus, but I think that's a small thing that happens to them in terms of their life and how they change. Whether it's as we said before, they have that confidence now where they're surrounded by a more positive influence. They've lost the weight, and they go, "Hey, why am I working in this job now? I'm feeling great about myself. Life's better than this." And they'll go and attack something different. They'll go and study. They might get rid of someone who's toxic in their life as well. So that transformation is really great. And when I first started, we had the groups, and at the end of the year, they used to make a big card for me. And there's probably someone who's written on the card who's watching this right now, and looking at all the nice notes and everything, and it's it makes you a tad emotional, because you're seeing they've really changed their situation in life. And it's amazing that it's just taken a little bit of a pep talk or something, which goes to show what is out there, but what could be out there as well.
It's funny how they come to clients. They come to you because they want to lose weight or tone up, but really what they end up getting at is a complete change in life.
Yes.
I was saying how satisfying we're up there having. I was up there having a coffee earlier, and someone serves you coffee, and I go, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for this coffee. You've changed my life." It's a nice thing. But the great thing with personal training is that they come to you to lose weight, but you end up actually changing their whole outlook in life, because they start to see things they didn't see before, and put in confidence. And
very true, mate. And you see someone walk in the door who might be carrying a bit of extra weight, who walks like this, and is a bit reserved, and you watch their development, and slowly they pull their shoulders back where they walk through the door, and they're dropping a bit of weight, and they're starting to enjoy themselves more. I'm doing this, I'm going to do this, and I said, that's great. They've got the confidence to attack it. So the weight loss is great, but the new lease on life is the gold.
It's the most rewarding, isn't it?
It's the most rewarding, mate. And I've got clients that have lost weight, but I've also got great clients that I've got. I've still got Brian, and he's climbed Mount Everest last year.
Wow.
So, this is a guy who probably didn't need a lot of assistance, who's he's done it most of his life, but I'm honoured that he's come to train with me a couple of times a week, and to look after his fitness and his sports nutrition side of things. Nutrition's key. Also with losing weight, training's great, but I always tell my clients, everyone's different. I always tell it's 80% nutrition or around that. It's more nutrition than training, but training is a great outlet, obviously. But another aspect.
It's no use putting a petrol in a car that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly right. You can't fill a car up with water or crap, can you? But so he's climbed Mount Everest last year on his third attempt. So that's a guy who doesn't need any motivation. But it is great learning from someone like him.
He still wants a good team around him, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, so I'm honoured to be a part of that team that he's chosen me. But the experiences and stories I can get from him as well is amazing.
You find that you learn a lot from your clients.
Oh, mate,
because they come from
that's why I love. The best part is my clients, because you learn from them and what they do or what they've done, and it'll give you not ideas, but just a different perspective, on things. But that takes time also. It's not going to happen in the first 6 months of personal training.
Well, how long are you going to be a fitness professional for?
Mate, I can't see myself ever stopping.
So it's timeless.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how long it takes, because you're going to be doing it for the rest of your life anyway.
Exactly right, mate. As everybody, you get people who may not be happy in their job go, well, why are you a personal trainer? It's not going to last forever. And I said, why?
I'm up to year 34.
You're doing pretty well. You're doing a lot better than
I'm still
most.
training people now. I still train a dozen people every Wednesday.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're killing it as well, mate. Yeah. It's something that I can say that I would easily do. I can't see myself not working, not doing it. would say, I can't wait till I not work. I was like, probably can't wait to not do what you're doing now. Yeah.
Well, people talk about retirement, but to me, a retirement village is a waiting room for heaven.
Mate, yeah, I always get shivers when I go past those places.
Yeah, you just waiting to die.
Yeah, it doesn't seem good at all. But personal training is great, mate, and I could definitely do it. I've got no plans to finish up anytime soon.
So where to from here?
Keep doing what I'm doing at the studio. The studio's great, mate. I really love it there, and the clients are great. The atmosphere is great. The only thing we'd probably do is probably try and get a couple more trainers on.
Yeah.
But as we were talking before, it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time to get some trainers. So the plan from here is just to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm in a great place.
Yeah.
And I'm really loving it. I work all week. I get to train. I get to train in the gym whenever I want.
Yeah.
Look after myself there. I get to play golf on the weekends.
So you really set your own hours, don't you?
I set my own hours, mate. Yeah, I set my own hours, absolutely. You're in charge of your own business. You set everything up yourself and you live the life that you want. So, I play golf on the weekends, might go see a movie, have a couple of beers somewhere, relax, and then go away a couple of times a year as well.
Wow.
So when I want. So don't have to take it at certain times. I can go where I want, when I want, with who I want.
So true. What a great way to live. Now, there's going to be some people watching this who are in a place where they don't want to be, but they're stuck there because obviously maybe the paycheck's keeping them there, or lack of belief is keeping them there, and they want to do something what you're doing, but in your own unique way. What advice would you give to them?
Take a long, hard look at yourself. Do it. Take a long, hard look at yourself. Sit yourself down and go, how much longer can I do this? Is this sustainable living for me? Life is short. Life is short. We're a little blip on the radar, mate, and you don't want that time to be wasted in an office surrounded by people who are gossiping and negative all the time. I've never been in an office, but that's all I've heard about it.
But on the work site?
On the work site where I was working, it's not that I had any run-ins with the guys. They were all nice fellas, but they were completely different from me. And I knew I didn't belong there. And if you feel like that, if you feel like you're getting dragged down, then you've got to take yourself away because you can do that. You're number one in your life. So take yourself away from that environment and put yourself in an environment that you think you might like, or at least you won't die wondering.
Yeah.
At least you won't die wondering. And most likely you're gonna surprise yourself and give yourself a pat on the back for it as well. And then that will inspire somebody else.
So being a very successful trainer, what would be 3 qualities that make a successful trainer? Because some people already have those qualities, these non-personal trainers. So what would be 3 qualities that you feel that make you a successful trainer or someone else?
It's hard talking about yourself in this light, but I would say honesty. So being honest is number one, because people will see straight through that.
Yeah.
And you're going to come across clients who are extremely professional. You're going to come across people who save lives for a living, who run massive companies, lawyers. And if you're not honest and you don't have integrity, then I'll stick with you. Honesty. I found that a little one of my hobby is always be on time, obviously.
Yeah.
Never cancelling sessions. Passion, mate. Passion is the one thing. I think that you can never be too passionate about things. Like, you've got to show that passion and your knowledge behind it as well. If clients ask you a question, you've got to be extremely confident you can answer it. Yeah. And a lot of the times I've seen with trainers in the past, they wouldn't know a question.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know the answer to the question. And this is someone who's coming to you for help. So you've got to know
your stuff.
So knowledge, passion. I've probably given you about 16 there by then, K-Man. Knowledge, passion, enthusiasm, all that type of stuff in together. And honesty, obviously. And you still have to have a hard work ethic.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to work hard. And the one thing that carpentry did for me in doing that apprenticeship was build a hard work ethic in me. It's no whining, no moaning. Put your head down and get it done, and realise that nothing good comes comes easy.
No.
Yeah, you know that better than anyone.
It's just easier when you love what you do.
It is a lot easier. So I was willing to work more and do more. Obviously, it didn't seem like a chore, but it was. But it is still a lot of work. But it's work in doing what you really love to do. So it makes it so much easier. And yeah, the however many hours you do is better than a 38-hour job doing something that you don't like, where you're waiting for your $600, $700, $800 to come in, you know. And
wow, you see,
not sneezing, you might be happy with that much money. That might be awesome for some people. That might be great, but you know, waiting for that to come in every week and going back on a Monday, going, oh, this again. Oh, mate, there's nothing worse than that.
So, some finishing thoughts that you want to share with the world before we let you go back to your golf
social
day,
media.
or probably about your tee times coming up. So.
No golf today, mate. I got soaked last week when I was playing. It was fun, actually. It was good in the rain. No one else was there.
Exactly,
it was nice.
Yes.
We had a great time. Geez, any words of wisdom? As we were saying, it might sound cheesy again, but be true to yourself with what you're doing. So take that look at yourself and ask yourself, is what I'm doing really what I want to do? Where potentially could I be? What are the steps to get into that position? And start making it happen. Stop procrastinating about it, because there's people out there exactly like you that aren't procrastinating about it, that are doing it, and in a year's time, in 2 years' time, in 3 years' time, you're going to see them successful and happy, and you're going to be stuck in the same place Monday morning feeling the same paycheck, same feelings, overall feelings. So go out and chase it, be confident in yourself, and always put yourself first.
Wow. Very wise wisdom, very wise words, very wise wisdom. That's really wise, isn't it? Wise wisdom.
Wise wisdom.
Very wise. I'll take that on. So thank you for sharing your time, because that's the most valuable thing in life, time, and most people waste it in a job they hate. Rather than living the life they want. So thank you for giving up your time.
Thanks for your time too, Kay, man. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. If people want to contact you, what's the best way to contact you?
Well, I don't really have a lot of social media.
You have a Facebook page.
I have a Facebook page. We're saying
it's all full of positive stuff.
Yeah, it's all positive stuff. Unique muscle enhancement, or Ben Coley. And my number's 0412072272.
Okay, so if you want to be a trainer under Ben's guidance, he's looking for trainers in his business. If you want just guidance, he's very happy, because we believe that you always pass it on.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And I appreciate you having me here today.
That's great. It's an honour to have you.
Yeah, too kind, mate.
Fantastic.
Too kind.
Way to go.
Awesome. Thanks.